Hi, my name is Cynthia Sivarupin, and today my literature review will be focusing on interface elements in gambling apps. So the research question at hand is how do specific interface design elements in online gambling platforms shape the user's mental representations, areas of reasoning, and how these influences impact both risk perception and decision making. And the reason for this research question is based on expansion of online gambling through the Free Trade and Processing Zone Act in 1994. As the digital transition associated with this, not only raises important questions and concern for human-computer interaction, but also for cognitive science based on designing digital platforms, in particular their influence on users' mental representations. And as you see on the right-hand side, this shows hands the whole entire transition ever since it was legalized. And therefore, to investigate this research question, I've completed a systematic literature review focusing on how the interface design elements mentioned shape users' mental representations, areas, and reasonings. And throughout this whole entire process, I had to narrow my focus based on project feedback and patterns with the selected literature onto cognitive science concepts with the given research question. Initially, the research was broad as it only covered both design use psychology and online gambling. And since the feedback reflected this, I put into a structured review of how each element influences cognitive processes and user behavior in order to reach a conclusion. And given the results, the first element we will be discussing is visual cues in terms of colors, symbols, and animations. Certain colors such as red, green, or gold can activate mental representations based on rewards and success, and this is improved with the EEG studies associated with the Iowa gambling task, as the online poker players showcase faster non-deliberate responses with colors indicating reward. Furthermore, symbols associated with lucky numbers or icons can trigger mental models users seeing a jackpot via luck, success, or winning, and as a result can enhance the illusion of control and pattern recognition bias, as users believe their choices have a real effect, which in turn will increase their bets. Likewise, animations such as flashing coins or celebratory effects reinforce the schema of skill-based progression, especially animations indicate the user is getting better. And this is proven with one study involving a VR environment, as symbol bubbles with the win line dissolve into bubbles indicating progression. And as seen on the right-hand side, visuals definitely play an important part in online gambling so far. The second element with the result is audio feedback. As audio cues for voices, jingle and coin sounds can create a mental model of guaranteed reward due to audio feedback, even though the user could be losing as well. And likewise, this can also provide areas of reasoning, what sounds indicating progress or wins, despite the overall profit being in negative. The third element with the results is design placement. As certain interface elements in areas associated with reward build a mental schema that links space with either winning or progress. And this itself is reinforced by a study comparing both the null model with the hypothesis model that includes feeling agency based on unexpected result, as players using an unpredictable interface help them have more control over their gambling habits. Likewise, design placement can produce errors of reasoning based on dark patterns that affect the user interface design, as users are more likely in choosing riskier options without thinking. And as with the example shown on the right-hand side, the DraftKings app showcases different design elements, especially with rewards that can be guaranteed, even though when it's not. Last but not least, the fourth element with the results is notifications. As outside notifications asking the user to claim the daily reward can easily build a mental model of a feedback loop, especially with repeated exposure. And furthermore, evidence shows that notifications can urge players to act immediately with time limitations, such skewing rational decision making and reinforcing compulsive engagement based on target messaging. And as you see on the right hand side with the example, this push notification is indicating to like to bet now immediately, even though no reward is being guaranteed as a result. Given the results so far, colors and symbols play an important part in mental model and propositional logic for users. And when they're combined with other elements such as audio feedback, design, placement, notifications, these cues reinforce rule-based analogies that encourage errors and reasonings. And given this, users are biased toward risky bets and irrational behavior due to both past experiences and emotions instead of the random chances at play for any game. In essence, future research should expand upon existing interventions that prevent the mental model associated with online gambling, as well as errors of reasoning, thus providing a safer environment for these users to interact with. And here are my references. Thank you.